I'm gonna read 2 poems for you tonight. This one's called I'm Fine. There are 2 voices in case y'all get confused. Insert overused Asian trope here. I'm sorry, was that insensitive? Are you mad? No, I'm fine. I'm not mad. I'm just feeling a little weird. I'm sure it will pass if I give it time, that I'll find some way to rationalize the chaos. Maybe I'm a little peeved, a little ticked off at this in-between, but that's just every day. I'm not getting shot at, I mainly just fly under the radar. Everyone else is a lot worse than I do. But I still get a little confused at all the tiny details of living in the middle. Like that time I didn't think I could go to that People of Color open house for college, but felt too weird and awkward to email anyone asking if I could. When institutions talk about people of color, I assume I'm not invited. That when it comes to colleges and jobs, that being Asian means I'm not marginalized, because at the end of the day, we were all just Chinese, right? And are naturally disposed to doing well and succeeding. Maybe I'm getting into too many details. It's really not all that bad. I mean, have I even experienced racism? I know that there are these things that have made me uncomfortable. Like when I played lacrosse in a sea of blonde hair and blue eyes, and I was the only one allowed to study on the sidelines because I had to be taking hard classes. Or when my coach asked me if it bothered me that they called me ninja because you know it's not racial. Like my skin puts me in a category to be constantly offended. I get confused. Am I supposed to be always a little angry and therefore sensitive? Or am I supposed to be your totally accepting token non-white friend? Is it racial that when I talk to my mom on the phone at a pasta party, I get asked to repeat myself? That people exclaim, wow, that's so funny, how cool, can you do it again? Like the mix of Korean and English that I've spent a lifetime perfecting is some funny bit out of a standard routine that I can just repeat. Please ignore the hours I spent with my mom repeating the word cancer and cancel until I couldn't tell the difference anymore, because she kept getting people confused at work. Please ignore how I feel like I can never complain about school because she got through college working 2 jobs and tape recording all her lectures because she didn't speak any English. Yes, let me call my mother for your entertainment. Make our language a punchline. It makes me uncomfortable when people say 안녕하세요 or 고맙습니다 with looks of expectation. Like I should reward them with a culturally knowledgeable medal for knowing a few words of Korean. I mean, they've had Korean barbecue and kimchi, so they must know my entire culture, right? That I can be summed up in references to K-pop, plastic surgery, and studying.
Thank you.
But wait, how do you say that in Korean? Can you repeat it a million times so that I can get the pronunciation just right, even though you don't pronounce it correctly? Maybe I am mad. Mad that I sat back in my megabus seat while some angry white man couldn't wait 5 minutes so he called another person chink. Mad that when I go dancing with my friends, I have to leave because some white boys thought I was exotic. Mad because I have to fight for an entire culture I don't totally represent. Mad because I keep insisting that I'm fine. I'm glad y'all like that. So, low-key confession, I'm going to KSA, which is like the College University Poetry Slam Invitational, where a bunch of like college students come together and they all do poetry, and everything is ranked and really scary. So that was one of my poems for KSA. This is the other one. I apologize to all of the male members in the audience. I'm not mad at you, I swear. This is mostly about me and my trust issues. So like, you're gonna get called some names, but I'm really not mad at you, promise. Okay, you'll see why I'm mad. Prepare yourselves. Men are all fuckers. I don't trust a single one of them. Not fathers, brothers, or random strangers. They mess everything up, and when they do, a woman is left to fix it. The first thing I knew about men was that they were gone. My earliest memories don't include my father, despite the fact that he was always home. I have no living grandfathers, and on my mom's side, I really don't want to. I don't know his name or when he died, but what I do know is that he was an asshole. On the other hand, I grew up sleeping next to my Harmony. She's a saint. She wakes up at dawn to pray on her knees for you and then makes you breakfast while she eats leftovers from last night. He took all she had and asked for more. Took a family fortune and squandered it due to gambling, drinking, and women. Took a beautiful young girl and turned her into a hunched old lady due to gambling, drinking, and women. He seduced her, promised her a life, but left her to create it. He aged her 2 years to avoid the draft. He moved his mistress into the house, drove her away, and left my grandmother to raise the mistress's children. He is the kind of man that dies alone on a different continent. When I was young, I wondered how she ever endured that. Now, I want to know why. Did she ever love him? Is love ever worth it? Most 8-year-olds want to get married. I never really got the concept. Sure, there was a mommy and a daddy for everyone else, but for me it was mostly just women. My kunimo fought fiercely with her ex-husband. My takanimo ex-husband only lived in photos, and my komo's husband didn't really exist. And if you really needed anything, you always asked Amma, not Appa. Once, my mom asked me if I thought it was weird my komo lived with her mother instead of a man. It would have been weird if she didn't. What good was a husband when you have a mother? Mothers make you breakfast. They take care of your children. They hold you when you cry. Men leave and make you cry. I still don't know if my komo is divorced or separated, if her husband is alive or dead, if my cousin ever sees him. I started to assume that men are all just fuckers. I grew up idolizing my older brother. I followed him to pizza stores, tried to hang with his friends, and pretended to like James Bond. But when my brother fucks up, I get a phone call and a Facebook message. I have to translate American norms into Korean and translate Korean expectations into English. My Korean has never been very good, but it's always been better than my brother's. It does the job, because each and every time I'm asked the same damn question. Why can't you make this better? Society has instilled in me that women must protect themselves, that I need to wear higher necklines so my boobs don't distract boys, that my headline needs to be longer so no one touches me inappropriately, that I should hold my keys between my fingers if I'm ever out late at night, because when they go to college, boys get condoms. Girls get pepper spray. In a man's world, men are allowed to make mistakes, but the women are the ones left cleaning them up. I am an expert mess cleaner. And what I've realized is it's better to avoid the mess in the first place. This might explain why I'll probably graduate a virgin. It might explain why the only relationship I've ever been in was something between friends and dating, so that I never really got hurt. It might explain why the majority of my guy friends are all gay. As much as I hate feelings, I still want them. Maybe the trick is letting yourself get hurt, because messes are made to be clean so that the surface gets a little stronger. I still think men are all fuckers, but I'm pretty sure I'm one too.